All right. So first news is Stipe versus Francis 2, targeted for March 2021 Fight Island. So Stipe just came off a win against DC, becoming a multiple time champion. I don't even know how many times he's won it. I think he's I think he's lost it once, right? To DC, right?
DC, yeah.
Yeah.
The first time with a knockout, right?
Yeah, he got knocked out. So funny enough, a lot of speculation and talk was coming in about his chin, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
reason why DC was able to knock him out with that strike from the clinch was because he just Stipe came off a fight with Francis, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
during that fight he got just hit so many times over and over and over
And that's
again,
the
and
last guy
just
you want to get hit by, you know?
the last guy. So unfortunately for Stipe, that guy, it has been
He
on
wants to fight
a
again.
he has been on a very long win streak. He made a very good case for himself too. He was like, "How long are we gonna let DC and Stipe hold up the division? Right? There hasn't been a championship fight for so long, and not a
And
new
Francis,
champ.
his last fight was against Rosenstrike, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, where he knocked him out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so now it's speculated or said, rumored for Stipe Francis 2 in March. That gives Stipe some significant time to recover from DC fight. So you could probably assume that his chin is okay. So what we can look at now is like, what do you think is different from this fight and compared to the first fight that they had?
So, of course, with Francis, he's fought,
Hmm.
I want to say at least two times since the Stipe fight, right? At least two
Probably, yeah,
times.
yeah. It would have been good if
If
we
not
did our
more.
research, but yeah.
We're kind of behind. But let's just shoot. Okay, so I think Francis is his chance to beat Stipe. I don't see Stipe winning. This guy has gone through too many wars, especially after that last fight with DC. Like he was hitting him a lot, but even then, like he never really dropped DC. And DC he lasted all the 5 rounds, right? Stipe, I think he's gone through too many wars. He fights Francis for the second time. This guy might actually kill him. Okay, so I think honestly, I'm going with Francis. I don't see Stipe having a chance for this fight. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, what round?
What round? I think maybe the first or second round ends.
First or second?
I think so.
Bad
Because
guy.
I don't see Francis going all the way to 5 rounds. And
Mm.
Stipe, we saw in his last fight with DC, his
Mm.
cardio was good, but by the time the fifth round came, he was gassed out. So,
So I pulled up Francis's last four fights,
yeah.
which are all wins. Curtis Blaze, Kane, Junior Dos Santos, and Rosenstrike. All of them in the first round. Knockouts, okay. 45 seconds, 26 seconds, 1 minute 11 seconds, 20 seconds.
Let's not count the Cain Velasquez one because
Why?
that was kind of because I remember when he was fighting him, I think he broke his knee or something, and then he just fell to the ground, and then
No,
Francis.
no. That was the speculation at first because it looked like, oh, he hurt his knee. I think he did hurt his knee, but he got dropped by a punch. When he came in, he got uppercutted by all of the power of goddamn Africa, man.
That was early 2019, huh?
That was February 2019, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
So-
time ago.
So I think the biggest difference is Francis is older now, but he's more wiser. So he's come off that fight that he had with Stipe. He went on to fight Derek Lewis, which was like a terrible fight where he was just gun shy, where he did not want to punch. So he went on to finishing his next four opponents, who are Hall of Famers, at least two of them.
Yeah.
Kane, Junior Dos Santos, he beat them within the first round, right? So I think it's going to be very interesting because I don't know how much Francis has improved his wrestling because we never see it, right? Like when do you see it? In the 10th second or the 22nd of the fight, right? There's not
No
much to
season.
go off of. So it's interesting. I would try to pick Francis as well. Stipe is getting long in the tooth and he barely.
I think Stipe has to call it a
survived.
day soon, man. This
I don't
guy,
know.
he's not sounding well when he talks too. This guy is.
No,
he's
don't
gone through
be
too many wars.
disrespectful. Don't be
I don't want to
disrespectful.
be. No, listen.
Give him
honestly,
respect.
I'm gonna give respect, but I just think that
Mm.
You know, too many wars,
Yeah.
and I'll keep saying it. Too many wars.
Yeah.
He fights Francis for the second time.
Mm.
It's not going to be
He
a fun
might
time for him.
do the same exact plan, right? Where he just uses his head movement and tries to take him down and hold him there
Yeah.
and finish him. Not finish him, maybe go for decision, tire him out. But what was interesting was in the first fight, I don't think Francis ever threw a feint at all. Every single punch he threw was he was throwing it completely, trying to head hunt. So
Yeah.
I would like to see him use feints because it'll make him less tired for sure, instead of him just swinging for the Francis. But then again, who am I to give a man advice when he's finished his last 4 fights within the first round,
Advice. Yeah.
within the first 2 minutes, right?
It's been a hell of a streak.
Yeah, we'll see how long. It's unusual to have that long of a streak in the heavyweight division, so if he becomes champion, it's gonna be very, very interesting.